Hello students, welcome back. Now in this lecture we are going to continue our third chapter of physics, that is motion in a straight line, and we are going to start a new topic. I hope you all are familiar with this topic because you have done this topic in your ninth standard. So we will quickly finish these topics, and after that numericals, so that your doubts will be clear of these topics. So first of all, let us know what is speed. So speed of an object in motion is defined as the ratio of total path length, that is distance, and the corresponding time taken by the object. So basically what they want to say that speed is equal to distance by time, and we all know that speed can be 0 or positive, but it never be negative. And speed is a scalar quantity, so speed has only magnitude, but it doesn't have any direction. I hope you are all familiar with the term uniform speed. So let's discuss. Uniform speed is that if an object that is in motion, it cover equal distance in equal interval of time. So let's understand with the help of an graph. Suppose your object started from here, and after 1 second it covered the distance of 5 meter, after 2 seconds it covered the distance of 10 meter, after 3 seconds it covered the distance of 15 meter, and after 4 seconds it covered the distance of 20 meter. So what you students are noticing here, that in every 1 second it cover equal distance, that means it cover 5 meter in every second. So when a object cover equal distance in equal interval of time, that is interval of time, that is 1 second interval, that is another 1 second interval. So in equal interval of time it cover equal distance, that's why it's known as the uniform speed. Next is variable speed. So variable speed is vice versa of uniform speed. That means it cover equal distance in unequal interval of time. Let's see with the help of a graph. In first, here we are taking time unit is hour and distance is in kilometer. In above one we are having a second and distance is in meter. So here in 1 hour your object cover 10 kilometer. In next interval of time, that means in another next hour it cover 50 kilometer, and in the next interval of time it cover 60 kilometer. It cover equal distance in unequal interval of time, that's why it is known as the variable speed. I hope I am clear with the topic of speed, uniform speed and variable speed, and you are also familiar with this topic because you have learned about speed and velocity in your ninth standard. So we are doing it quickly. Now next topic is average speed. So we all know that average speed is total distance traveled by total time taken. Suppose we are going on a journey, and in first day we cover 200 kilometer, in second day we cover 500 kilometer, and in third day we cover 700 kilometer. So if we discuss about average speed, then average speed is total distance traveled, that means the sum of all this distance upon the total time taken, and that total time taken by this distance to cover, so that is known as the average speed. Now next is instantaneous speed. So most of the students get confused with this term and this topic, so let's clear it. So instantaneous speed is speed at any particular point. uh, let's understand that I am giving you video daily, and you will say the whole video is good, so that is about the average of the video. Okay, the whole video is good, but if I ask you that at 3 minutes 13 second how was the video, so you will say that at that instant it is good, bad, or anything you review about it. So that is the instant. So at any instant you measure speed is instantaneous speed. Let's suppose I am driving a car, and at that particular instant I check my speedometer, and on meter it is 80 kilometer per hour. So at that instant we have speed 80 kilometer per hour. But if I check after 1 hour or at any other instant, then it might be show same or different. So the speed that any instant is known as the instantaneous speed. So the formula of that is dx by dt. Dx is small distance. Okay, so that instant the distance will be small, and small interval of time, even the time interval is too short. So that is the formula of instantaneous speed. Now our next topic is velocity. So velocity is defined as the ratio of displacement and the corresponding time interval taken by the object. That is, velocity is displacement by time. So as you all know that velocity is displacement by time. Next is uniform velocity. So uniform velocity is same as the uniform speed, just the perimeter changes. Like in the uniform speed we have a distance, and in the uniform velocity we have displacement. So uniform velocity is it cover if an object is in motion, and if it cover equal displacement in equal interval of time, that is known as the uniform speed. And we can take the example of the graph that we took in speed, uniform speed, and variable velocity as same as the variable speed. Only the parameter changes, like there, as I discussed that in uniform speed and uniform velocity, they are different. They are different because of their parameter, that is displacement and distance. And same with the variable velocity. So variable velocity is it cover equal displacement in unequal interval of time, that is known as the variable velocity. Next is average velocity. So average velocity is total displacement upon total time taken. That is, what is the displacement? Displacement is the distance between the shortest distance between the final position and the initial position. Suppose this is your position x1, this is your position x3, and this is your position x2. So if we talk about the distance, so the distance is this, and if we talk about the displacement, so the displacement will be this. This is the shortest distance between the initial point and the final point. So average velocity is total displacement upon total time taken, that is x2 minus x1 upon t2 minus t1. Why we put the arrow symbol on it? Because we know that the velocity is a vector quantity. And same with the instantaneous velocity. Instantaneous velocity is like at a particular instant. The velocity at a particular instant is known as the instantaneous velocity. So the formula of instantaneous velocity is dx by dt. I hope I am clear with the topic of speed and velocity. Now let's do some examples so that your doubts can be cleared. Now our first question is, that is very basic and very simple. So first question is, a boy walked 3 meter east in 2 seconds, then 2 meter west in 3 seconds. Find its average speed and average velocity. So a boy walk, suppose this is your point A and boys start to walk from here, and this is your point B. So a boy start moving from here 3 meter east, so that is east direction. So let's suppose this is 3 meter distance, and in 2 seconds, then 2 meter west in 3 seconds, then he turn back from here and 2 meter west. So suppose he turn back from here to here, that means this side, so it is 2 meter west. So if we talk about the average speed, is total distance by total time taken. So average speed will be, total distance is 3 meter plus 2 meter and total time taken is 2 seconds plus 3 seconds, so 5 by 5 meter by second. So average speed is 1 meter per second. Now average velocity. So average velocity, we all know, total displacement upon total time. So displacement will be, this is the 3 meter minus 2 meter, and total time is 3 plus 2, so 1 by 5, and in decimal, if we talk about in decimal, it will be 0.2 meter per second. So this is the easy one. Now let's move to the next example. A man goes from A to B at V1 speed and return from B to A at V2 speed. Find its average velocity and average speed. These are the option of average speed. So in question what they are saying that a man goes from point A to B at speed V1. So the distance here, let us consider the distance is D, and he return back from B to A at V2 speed. So the distance will also remain same, that is D. So first of all, if we talk about average velocity, so you all know that average velocity is displacement by time. So displacement is 0 here because he go from point A to B and return back at point A. So displacement and 0 and time. So the answer will be 0 if we talk about average velocity. But if we talk about average speed, is total distance by total time taken. So the total distance will be A to B is D and B to A is also D. So D plus D is total distance and total time. So we all know that speed equal to distance by time. Now we have to find the time, so we can take time over there. So time will be displacement by distance by speed. So here distance, so the time when you go from A to B is distance. So distance is D by V1 plus time for return back from B to A is distance by speed. Speed is V2. So after adding d plus d is 2d, and if we take d common from here, that will be 1 by V1 plus 1 by V2. D and D will be cancelled out, so we're left with 2 by 1 by V1 plus 1 by V2. After taking their LCM, 1 by V1 and V2 are their LCM, and V2 plus V1 will be there, and it will go over there, 2 V1 V2 by V1 plus V2. So the third option is correct. So your average speed will be 2 V1 V2 plus V1 by V2. Now suppose this is the example by taking the some constant. Now let's suppose in V1 we have speed 40 km per hour, and in V2 we have speed 60 km per hour. So what student do here, student will add these both terms, that is 40 plus 60, and divided them by 2. So they will say that the average speed will be 50 km per hour, but that is wrong. You have to put these both these terms in this formula. So your final answer will be 4 2s are 8 and 8 6s are 48 km per hour. So your average speed will be 48 km per hour. Now let's move to the next question. That is, a man cover 3 equal distance with speed V1, V2 and V3. Find his average speed. What they are saying, a man cover 3 equal distance. So 3 equal distance, we are taking this D, D and D. A to B is D, B to C is D, and C to D is also D. It covers 3 equal distance with speed V1, here speed V2 and here speed V3. So the formula of average speed will be total distance by total time taken. So total distance will be D plus D plus D, and total time taken. So formula of time is distance by speed. So from here we can find first time, that is T1 will be distance is T and speed is V1. Similarly for second time T2 will be D by V2, and similarly for T3 time T3 will be D by V3. So we can write total time, that will be T1 plus T2 plus T3. So after adding D plus D plus D, that is 3D, and their time will be D by V1 plus D by V2 plus D by V3. Now again we are taking D common. We left with 1 by V1 plus 1 by V2 plus 1 by V3. D and D will get cancelled out. Now after taking the LCM, V1 V2 and V3 will left V2 V3 plus V1 V3 plus V2 V3. Then this term will go over there, 3V1 V2 V3 and V2 V3 plus V1 V3 plus V2 V3. So this is the final answer of average speed. Here we have done with the LCM. That means V1 V2 V3 LCM will be V1 V2 V3. Thank you.